is Ruth Forsgren. I'm a naturalist at Beaver Creek Reserve. And this is the first of what I hope is a series of videos that we call Let's Go Explore. When we go someplace away from Beaver Creek, someplace that you can reach from the Chippewa Valley as an easy day trip or a weekend, we're hoping to take you along and show you some areas that you can go explore. Today we are exploring the Upper Mississippi National Wildlife Refuge. This refuge is huge. It encompasses roughly 249,000 acres. It touches 4 states, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, and Illinois. The refuge stretches from where the Chippewa River meets the Mississippi River downstream to Rock Island, Illinois. It has been designated a globally important bird area and also a wetland of international importance. The refuge is a fun place to explore any time of year. Now, we are here in January today, and so today we are specifically going on an eagle search. The bald eagles tend to congregate in the open waters underneath the dams. It's so fun to see great numbers of eagles. Let's go explore. Hi, we are in Alma, Wisconsin, down below the dam. The openings in the water are where we see the congregations of eagles. Behind us here along the dam, we did a count before I started the video. We have roughly 56 eagles in the trees, on the ice, and in the air. It's fun to get to see that many eagles all at once. Typically, eagles are not a flock type of bird, but in the winter, they will tolerate each other in large congregations in areas where they can hunt. Remember, bald eagles are basically fish eaters, and so they need to get to where they can access water. So these eagles, their home area is frozen, and they've moved farther south, and they will tolerate each other in larger numbers as long as there is fish. They are not golden eagles. Golden eagles tend to be up in the bluffs or out in the fields when they are here during the winter. We are below the dam in Trempealeau, Wisconsin, and here we picked up about 60 eagles out here. If you're going to do an eagle run, I would recommend a pair of binoculars. When you look across the river at the birds sitting in the trees, you might with your eyes spot 4 or 5, but if you put a pair of binoculars up, all of a sudden you might be surprised to see 9 or 10. Or it may go the other way. Some of the things you thought were eagles may turn into stumps or buoys or other things on the ice. So a pair of binoculars is definitely going to be beneficial to helping you find more eagles. We are seeing both mature bald eagles and immature bald eagles today. The mature bald eagles, of course, have the all white head and the white tail. They get the full white head and white tail feathers at about 4 to 5 years of age, and that's when they are considered mature. The immatures will have different variations of darks and white feathers mixed throughout the body. We just found some really cool things. As we were walking on the shore here, we have sand, and we looked down by the feet, and all of a sudden I noticed tracks. And look at how big those tracks are. 3 toes this way, 1 toe backwards. These are eagle. This is where the eagle is walking here on the shore, back and forth. But what a cool find. Those are really, gives you an idea of how big and impressive those feet really are. Here we are below Dam 5 on the Minnesota side. There are, across the river and just down a little bit in here, we counted over 100 eagles. That's so amazing to me. When you think that less than 70 years ago, there were only 480 nesting pairs of eagles in the lower 48. To have 100 birds sitting right here is totally amazing. Before you make the trip down, you might want to check on some of the local resources to see where the birds are. I checked on the National Eagle Center's Facebook page and also the Winona Bird Club's Facebook page. Both of those are very good at telling you fairly up-to-date time and where the birds are. This site here below Dam 5 held a record in last week's count. So it's always a good thing to check before you come to get a little information on where to look. So the sun is starting to go down and we are turning around to head home. Thanks for joining us today. We ended up with 416 eagles and about 15 other bird species that we saw along the way. That to me is so amazing. Again, when you think that less than 70 years ago, there were 420 nesting pairs of birds in the lower 48 states in the United States. And today we saw 415. So we saw about half of what was left of the population less than 70 years ago. That is so amazing and so cool. Hopefully you get to come out and enjoy. See you on our next adventure. Let's take a look at our route. From Eau Claire, we took down 85 down through Durand and came down 25 to Highway 35 just above Nelson. Down Nelson, we came down 35, followed the river, all the way down to Trempealeau. And then from Trempealeau, we backtracked a little bit. Now we don't count on the backtrack. And we crossed, there's a bridge crossing over to Winona. Out of Winona, we followed 61 north. Just past Wabasha and before Lake City, there's a little pull-off called Reed's Landing, and then an overlooking the bottom of Lake Pepin. And then we turned around, came down into Wabasha, and we finished right down here off the causeway in Wabasha. And then took the route back up to Eau Claire. That route is about 220 miles. Now we left late because of fog, so we left our house about 10 o'clock, and we got back to our house about 5:15. So it was a very nice day, and it's totally doable if it's something that you're interested in.
Hi, I'm Eric Keisler, Executive Director for Beaver Creek Reserve. Thanks for watching this great educational video from our staff. To find out more information like this and others, check out our website at beavercreekreserve.org. You can also support us by being a member or donating to our endowment campaign, which is supporting Beaver Creek through this COVID-19 crisis. Thank you. We appreciate your time.